Last show of the year. You know what I'm saying? We putting snow tires on it. Ain't that right, Eastside, bro?
Best show of the year.
We put, you know what I'm saying? Best show of the year. You know what I'm saying? We putting snow tires on this thing. We putting it up for the winter. Not for the winter, because we'll be back next week. Goddamn, man. I don't want to try to think we going nowhere. But we putting it up for 2023, man. Last show, man. And I had to end with a bang, if you will. You know what I mean? I had to go get the most interesting man on this side of the Mississippi. Okay. Oh, yeah. By the time I'm done with this interview, you will see what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Because right now you think I'm just talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just introducing you to myself, you know what I mean? Getting out used to John. If you never met me, this is who I am, you know what I mean? I'm a people person, people's champ, if you will, you know what I mean? Now listen, first and foremost, Cam, how you doing, brother?
I'm hashtag blessed, bro.
Hashtag blessed. See, that's what I told y'all, that boy interesting. He said he came out of nowhere, hashtag blessed. See, you can't get this nowhere else.
Didn't see that coming.
You didn't see that coming. That was a curveball, you know what I'm saying? But listen, we got a lot to get into today. Whole lot, so we're not gonna waste no time. You know, I be trying to keep my stuff short because I won't try to get all the gems, you know, before, you know, Eastside tell me I gotta get up. You know how he get down, you know what I'm saying? Like he get tired of sitting there, you know, he'll just come over and give me that look. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna do this. Look. Welcome back to the I-70 podcast. It is your boy, John Little, a.k.a. John. Okay, and right now, you know, I'm sitting here with an interesting fella. You know what I mean? Now, give me a second, Cam, while I run down, you know, your accolades and whatnot. Just so y'all can get a taste of what's going on here. Hold on, give me just a second, Cam. Let me do this real quick before you jump in, okay? Right now, I'm sitting with, and correct me if I'm wrong, stop me if I'm lying, Cam. Right now, I'm sitting here with the most winningest heavyweight in U.S. history. Am I correct?
Yeah.
That's correct. And that's still
not just heavyweight and winning spots. I got more wins than anybody else.
Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. I-70 podcast.
I mean, who's counting?
But who's counting?
Who's counting?
The most wins by anybody in, you know what I'm saying?
In the United States.
In the United States.
Yeah, just the United States.
We're gonna correct that because there's somebody out in Poland that's upset right now. Like, oh no, never. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got more. Hold on, wait a minute. Recently inducted to the Kansas City Golden Gloves Hall of Fame.
Gang, gang.
Congratulations. Okay, 4 times National Golden Gloves champion. Okay, keynote speaker. Diversity consultant, stand-up comedy. He tried to slip that in there, and I'm gonna ask him about it. Stand-up comedian, it's in there. You know what I mean? And then, you know, furthermore, you know, most importantly, on December 4th, correctly, you dropped your first book.
Yeah.
So he is an author. Becoming Awesome: How to Make Success Inevitable. Available on Amazon right now. Make sure y'all go check that out. Without further ado, Cam F. Austin is in the building. Thank you, man.
Hey.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for the introduction, brother.
Yes, sir. No problem. And then first,
side note, I realized like after I hit 32, I just start calling black dudes brother.
Yeah, look, that's one thing I noticed though. It's funny you say that when a white dude rock with you, he call you brother, like when you're a black dude.
But I always wonder, do white people call each other brother when I'm not around?
Hell no. Hey, I should ask David, but you know, David, he in the back working. I ask you later, David. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but I think that's one thing. When I know a white dude rock with me is when he called me brother. Like when he say something like, "Hey, how you doing, brother?"
Yeah,
I'm like,
but also Hulk Hogan called everyone brother, and we saw what happened.
Look, I know, man. You know, WWE got a soft spot in the black man's community. I mean, the black community. You know, as young men, we love wrestling. And when Hulk Hogan did that, man, that tore me up inside. I was like, I was still rocking with him after the whole little sex tape scandal he went. Sorry, Hulk. We ain't mean to. This wasn't for
Bring
you.
up the business.
Yeah, my bad. This is Cam. You know, Cam brought this up, but this is nowhere near, you know, what I wanted to do. You know what I mean? Okay, but what I want you to do though, because you know I want to talk about the book. You know what I mean? How to Make Success Inevitable. Break that down.
So how to make success inevitable. First, so it's an equation.
Okay.
1 + 2 = 3.
Okay.
In this equation, you are 1. You're number 1. 1 + 2 = 3. You are 1.
Okay.
You should always be your own number 1.
Okay.
Ain't no one gonna believe you until you believe in yourself.
That's right.
And what happens is once you start to believe in yourself, you start to make the decisions of a person who believes in themselves. Once you start making those decisions, you start to get the feedback of that.
Yeah.
A pattern is created. Mm-hmm. Now other people start to see, oh, John's following this pattern. He's finding success.
Yep.
So they can expect you to be successful.
Okay.
Then they start to support you.
Mm-hmm.
They'll never start supporting you until you first believe in yourself.
And see, look, you got the hand clap thing ready. Just hurry up. Just go ahead. Throw that shit in there.
Gems already?
Jesus.
We dropping gems already?
We got to get us a gem. You know, we got to get us something.
A gem drop.
That was everything right there. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be nothing till you believe in yourself first. That is right on that. Okay. And what made you write the book, Cam? Like, what went into it?
So I figured out, I figured out this equation when I was 14, 15 years old.
Okay.
1 + 2 = 3. In this equation, 1 + 2 = 3. You're obviously number one. Always should be number one. Number 3 is the objective, the goal, the outcome.
Okay. Get your notepad ready.
What do you want?
Okay.
That's 1 + 2 = 3. 3 is what you want. Okay. 1 + 2 = 3. What is 2?
Man, you can't do this to me, Cam. You know what I'm saying? Look, you can't do because y'all know I was in the resource room, bro. Simple math bothers me.
Hey, remedial ain't wrong.
Yeah, it makes me shut down inside, Cam. I don't appreciate all this.
Actually,
You know
I'll actually go further on that because I was a terrible student too.
Okay.
But 1 + 2 = 3. 2 in this equation is the work you need to do to get to 3.
Gotcha.
1 + 2 = 3.
Yeah.
The reason why it's called number 2, it's the shitty part of the job. It's the things nobody don't want to do.
That's right.
It's the grind. It's the hustle. It's the working when you're tired. It's the not hanging out with other people to get your stuff done. 1 + 2 = 3. If you can figure out that equation, you can become successful in anything. A couple things. There's no room in the equation for your feelings.
So feelings don't matter.
Feelings never matter. Feelings
They never matter.
Feelings are fleeting. Like think about your breakup, your last heartbreak, right?
Oh wow, Cam. So I see where you're going.
Sunday,
with this.
Sunday, y'all broke up.
Okay. It was a
Tuesday, you're like, man, screw her.
Yeah.
Thursday, you're like, kind of miss her. Wednesday, you're like, Friday, you're like, man, I don't need her.
Yeah.
Saturday, you're like, yo, let me go back in some old DMs.
Yeah.
Sunday, you start to text her again, like, hey, what you doing?
Yeah.
You shouldn't make any decisions based off your feelings in that week because
right.
every day you felt something different. So it's objective reality.
Yeah.
So let's say a spider comes down from the ceiling right now. We're sitting right here.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of spiders. You're not.
Yo, you truly terrified, or you just giving an example?
No, I'm just giving an example.
Okay, I don't want some shit to come from the ceiling.
I'm still a little shook about spiders.
Okay, got you.
Spider comes down. We both see it at the same time.
Okay.
I freak out. My heart starts racing faster. I jump back. I start sweating. I feel fear. I'm in danger. In my reality, I'm in danger. In your reality,
just a spider.
It's a spider.
Right.
In objective reality, we both good. But is my reality not real?
Because it is your reality.
It's my reality.
It is your, okay, I got you.
That's feelings. Feelings ain't real.
I got you.
You have to be connected to objective reality.
Yeah.
So the 1 + 2 = 3 equation, when I first figured it out, I wanted to lose weight.
Okay.
And I tried to make some teams. I didn't know how to make a team. And then in school, they explained how calories work.
Okay.
You burn more calories than you consume, you will lose weight. Think about it. Every diet known to man. It's just different variations of burning more calories than you consume.
For sure.
It is literally the only way to lose weight.
Yeah, that's it. Now you can. Now I don't know, Cam, because they got all this shit out here now. A woman can go from a big girl to snatched. And
but give her 3 months. She
back
right
on
back.
Yeah, ladies. I ain't want to do that to y'all. Some of y'all bounce back from the surgery. I'm sorry, darling.
Also, when they don't bounce back from surgery, their booty and legs look like olives and toothpicks.
I don't like it. I don't like it, Cam.
Do some squats before you get the surgery. Jesus. But I digress.
I digress. That's what I'm talking about.
We're not here to body shame.
There we go.
We're not here to body shame.
You know what I'm saying? Because tell them, baby, you paid for it. Because we know I made bad purchases before. We know I bought that watermelon from the grocery store.
I bought a Prius a couple years ago. Wasn't that
No?
good?
Are you talking down on Priuses? I've never heard nobody do that.
I've owned 3 Priuses.
I'm finna say?
Yeah.
I ain't never heard nobody talk bad on a Prius.
I just got a bad one. I bought a lemon.
I got you.
Yeah. But so the equation, I figured out how to lose weight. It's like burning more calories than you consume. I try to join teams to lose weight and work out.
Okay.
But I wasn't good enough to make a team. I'm not athletic like that in my mind. So I figured out like if I rollerblade before school, that's burning calories, right?
Yeah.
So if you burn more calories than you consume, you'll lose weight. So morning after morning after morning, I wake up before school, rollerblade for an hour, take an hour to dry off and stop sweating, shower and head to school.
Yeah.
By day 6, I woke up, I was tired, I was sore, and I saw no physical difference in my body. Not one person stopped and said, hey, Cam, I can tell you working out, keep up the good work. And that morning I was looking at my rollerblades and like, am I wasting my time? Should I be doing something else? And I looked back at the equation and I realized there's no other way to lose weight.
So you ain't had no choice.
No, and this is the first time I tackled delayed gratification.
Gotcha.
And I was like, I just got to put in the work for long enough and I'll start to see the results. Right. And I was like, you know what? I ain't got nothing else to do. I got nothing to lose. I'm a rollerblade every morning until I lose weight. And eventually, like after a few months, people would be like, oh, look at Cam. He think he's skinny.
Yeah.
And that was confirmation to me it was working. So then I wasn't good enough to make like a sports team, but I found out I could just go to a boxing gym because you don't got to make a team.
Which boxing gym did you go to?
It was in New York.
Okay, hold on. Before we move forward, because I'll forget, this is a beautiful moment, 2 black men, with a passion for rollerblade. Everybody.
Hey,
let me
we
tell
in
you something.
there.
Look, this is good. You don't get to see this type of stuff.
No.
You know what I mean? I was the only one in the hood with rollerblades. Ask anybody from Minnesota and Chippewa on the south side of St. Louis, they'll tell you I was the only one. I coming down the street. It's when that movie came out on Disney Channel. I can't remember the name of it. Was it whatever, they was rollerblades, excuse me, whatever, don't worry about it. And I used to come down the street, crouched all the way down because we lived on a hill. And I'm coming down that motherfucker like this on my rollerblades. I just want to put that in there, Cam.
Hey.
I ain't want you to feel alone, bro.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
I got roasted for rollerblading. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I did too. Everybody on their bikes used to look at me like, look at John, he on his rollerblades. Fuck all y'all. Yeah. You know
I'm just strap my rollerblades to my book bag and walk into the school.
Yeah,
I hope someone steal your bike.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, so yeah, New York.
Yeah, so New York, joined the boxing gym, and because I had no ambitions of actually fighting, I just went there to work out.
Okay.
Because I was just trying to burn calories. That was the objective, of to lose weight. And so I did my boxing thing, and they didn't teach me, they didn't coach me because I wasn't there to fight. So they just let me do what I want.
Yeah.
And I just made up what I should do, and I looked at what other people was doing, and I realized most people just doing a bunch of dumb shit.
Okay. And this is what you seeing in the gym.
I knew nothing about boxing,
okay,
but I just objectively looked at objective reality. I saw dudes hitting a heavy bag like where their waist is.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, you're developing bad habits. No one's head's there. You're throwing punches low. It's because you're lazy. You're tired. You're fatigued. So you're developing bad habits.
Okay.
So before I hit the bag, I walk up to the bag. I touch my forehead on it. That line of sweat, that's where I punch.
And then that was your own thing. Nobody told you to ever do that.
Thing.
Okay.
My own thing. I have an idea that tradition stunts growth.
Okay.
Most people who are doing something are only doing it because they saw somebody else do it.
Okay.
And the first person to do it was probably dumb as shit.
Gotcha.
I saw the speed bag. Everybody hits the speed bag. Everybody loves the speed bag.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Have you ever seen speed bag? What's it for?
Speed, goddamn me, right?
How?
You tell me. You are.
That was my question.
Okay.
When I was like, so I would see someone, they hitting the speed bag and it's loud and annoying. I'm like, okay, what is a...
Now, isn't it, now, for the speed bag, damn, Issa, I know you can talk on the mic, goddamn it, you done been on some speed bags in your life. You ain't got no mic. He got mics for all the other podcasts. You know, there are other podcasts talking, he ain't got nothing to say for John.
Trying to drop knowledge.
Speed bag, I would assume, just on that recoil, when it come back, you teaching yourself to hit it on the way back, correct?
But you don't even throw punches like this. You throw punches like this.
No, you're right.
You don't even stand in the boxing stance for the speed bag.
Yeah.
You don't, if you beat me with punches like this, you deserve to win.
Damn, Pops, you just gonna sit over there and not say nothing. We got Pops. Okay, it's cool. All right. So we got Pops in the building.
So when someone would challenge me on it, I was like, and they'll people say, oh, it's for hand-eye coordination.
Yeah.
I was like, I bet you can't hit with your eyes closed.
Yeah. I have no comeback for you. So there got to be some validity to what you're saying.
So what they do is they'll close their eyes and they'll hit it. Like, I'm nice. I can hit my eyes closed. Cool. That's not hand-eye coordination then. At best, hand-air coordination.
That's just remember where it's going to be, huh?
What point is that? It's point. So look at it like this. Okay. The average boxer hits the speed bag for 4 rounds a workout.
Okay.
Let's say they work out 250 days a year. That's 1,000 rounds. That works out to be 80 hours. If you had 80 hours a year to work on something in boxing, would you rather do brr, 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 which serve no purpose, or possibly work on defense? Possibly work on establishing a dab.
I'm with you on that.
Work on power, work on footwork.
That's a good point.
So what I decided to do is take metrics, and I came into boxing thinking most people are doing this wrong.
Okay. And
I did that with the confidence. I was like, I'm just gonna make up my own style.
And now we getting down to see, this is why conversation is good. You know what I'm
Conversation's good.
I
man.
didn't even have to. That's in my notes. I didn't even have to. I knew Cam was gonna take over. You know what I mean? Because he good at speaking, great at speaking. You know what I mean?
You are too, my brother.
Man, thank
my
you,
rollerblading brother.
So that's why that's what we gonna connect there. That's what I'm talking about. We got them shook. They don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Man. These niggas out here rollerblading. Yes.
Yeah, you should see. I went out of Legends to the Enchant thing.
I ain't went yet,
bro. I hit him with the ice skates. Same thing. Stunting on them hoes.
Yeah, I've been meaning to go do that. Yeah, see.
It was too cold though. It's
a nice little night tonight. A nice little day out in KC. Okay, and then so from that time up in New York, you know what I mean. You learning your style. You know, when did you know? Okay, I'm a box.
So I started sparring in the gym.
Okay.
So after I got in better shape than all the other boxers, I started sparring.
Okay.
And the coach was like, "Hey, you're in better shape than everybody else. You want to hop in the ring and spar?" And I was like, "Oh, my mom won't let me."
Yeah.
And everybody was laughing. I was like, "I'm joking. I'll get my mouthpiece." And the next day I came to spar and I was so shook because I never made a team. I never competed in anything in my life.
Okay, got you.
I was 16 years old, first time sparring. I was so afraid, and I found out the dude I was going to spar lost a fight the last weekend to a dude with one arm. So I was like, okay, this ain't gonna be that scary.
You don't remember the one-arm fighter, do you? Because he deserves some love.
I never saw the one-arm fighter. I didn't even see the fight, but apparently he had just up to his elbow. They just put the glove on his elbow.
You lying.
How you gonna lose to that man?
No, hell no.
Hey,
I wouldn't even let my fighter fight.
So that was the dude I was sparring. So I was like, okay, I ain't afraid of him.
Okay.
And I was so afraid. I did a lot of moving and I didn't get hit at all. And I realized I burned more calories in that 3 minutes than doing anything else.
Okay.
So I got addicted to sparring.
Got you.
And so the equation changed. 1 + 2 = 3.
Okay.
Me plus sparring equals losing weight.
All right.
So the equation will always change. Life will always change. The equation will always evolve with it. So started all the time. And after about a year of sparring, I was smoking everybody in the gym. No one could hit me. And I had no intentions of fighting because I don't even like boxing. I'm just here to lose weight.
It's very interesting that you just said that, you know, that you don't really like boxing. Go ahead. You know what I mean?
So I ended up getting in real good shape. Eventually had my first fight.
Okay.
I won. And it was relatively easy because I spar so much. The dude I was fighting, it was his first fight, but I'm like experienced.
Yeah.
So when that second fight, I was like, cool.
Now, did it shock you how easy it was for you, though, that first fight? Because, I mean, you always obviously nervous going to the ring.
I was shook. I was shook. I don't remember anything from the fight. It was just like adrenaline.
Got you.
And but after it was like a roller coaster. Like you plan to go to amusement park. You excited. You finally get there. You in line, and then you're like, ooh, I wonder if I really want to do this.
Yeah, no, that's real shit there.
And that line started creeping up, and as you get right there, you're like, oh, I don't know, I want to do this. And then you locked in. You're like, all right, we here.
We here now.
And then as soon as you get done, you're like, oh, I want to do that again. So I fought again, and I realized if I had used this equation, I can be the best boxer in the world.
And throughout, you always kept that equation in your mind, like when you
always.
Okay,
that was always, and no feel like take your feelings out of it.
Take your feelings out of it.
And I after my first fight, I was like, oh, I can be the best boxer in the world.
And then, but at the same time, though, you're not telling yourself you want to be the best pro, or was you just saying boxing period? Like, did you know you were going to do the amateur route, or were you thinking pro at that time when you said that?
Oh, I was, my goal after I figured out, I was like, I can be the best. I was like, what's the biggest goal? Okay. And it was like the Olympics. I was like, cool, I'm going to do that.
Got you.
And so I set my eye on the Olympics, and my plan was I wanted to go to the Olympics not to become a boxer, but I understood if athlete privilege, bro.
I got it in my notes. Hold. It's beautiful. I enjoy it. I got it in my notes. I got it a little towards the end. So I want you to stay on just, you know, you getting into the ring, wanting to go to the Olympics and this, that, and the third. So you getting into the amateurs and you knowing, okay, I just want to make the Olympics.
Yeah.
Now just talk about that grind, those years, because I mean the Olympics come every 4 years.
So it was, this was 2006 when I had my first fight.
Okay.
The next year, I got third. I went to nationals, my first nationals. Okay. I got third in the country. Okay. Qualified for the Olympic trials. Gotcha. A year and a half into the sport. Fought in the 2008 Olympic trials. Overmatched. I lost. Yeah. It was a double elimination tournament. I lost twice. And this is where I figured out. And this is the constant quote in the book is: if you can fail without being discouraged,
if you can fail without being discouraged,
success becomes inevitable.
Okay, say it one time because I cut your wisdom. Do it again.
If you can fail without being discouraged, success becomes inevitable.
I heard that. Who the hell came with that clap? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Oh, we getting all cold over here at I-70. We getting our clap together.
Hey.
Go ahead. I love that quote. That's beautiful.
So, and this is where I figured it out, because everyone in the tournament the guy who won, he went to the Olympics.
Okay.
And turned pro.
Got you.
If everyone else who lost quit.
Got you.
If everyone else quit, aren't I the best?
I feel you. Yeah, man, I got you, bro. Because that is interesting. That everybody who lost gave up on the sport. You know what I mean? They was done. They was discouraged. Man, I feel you on that. And that solidified it for you, like, wait a minute, if all y'all gonna quit.
So when I came back in 2008, went to nationals, and I was, to me in my mind, I was a top dog. Ain't nobody gonna beat me. And I realized the confidence that came with it. Now, side note, my boxing gym, so I started in New York. My senior year, my parents moved down to Florida. Okay. And my boxing gym was 6 miles from my high school. Okay. Didn't have a car, ain't no Uber, ain't no cabs. So I just walked 6 miles to the gym every day. Take me 3 hours. Okay. This is MP3 era.
Oh, the good old days.
I didn't have batteries for my MP3 player.
Was your headphones fucking up? Remember we had to wrap the headphones around the joint to make it work?
The thing is, you and then you got to stop wrapping the headphones around it because it would ruin the headphones. But either way, didn't even have batteries for the headphones to work. Right. So I would just make up stories in my head for my 3-hour walk. And if I'm gonna be the author of a story,
you sound like me, boy. I be talking to myself and making up shit in my head.
Okay. So the stuff you make up in your head. Yeah. Why would you ever lose in anything you make up in your head?
I feel you can't, like, honestly, like I said, bro, this podcast is kind of pulling all of that out of me. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, wait a minute, it's it's things in my head that I could, pull out and be successful with. So I'm with you, bro. You ain't doing nothing but speaking the gospel.
So as I'm walking to the gym, every day I'm making up stories. I'm kicking ass. I ain't taking no names. I left my pen at home. I'm just kicking ass. That's all I'm doing. I got all the money. I got all the girls. I got all the jewelry. I'm broke and walking to the gym with no girls. But in my head, these are stories I'm telling myself. So for 3 hours, I would pat myself on the back about how amazing I was before I went to go perform in boxing. So I was doing affirmations right before my actions. And it allowed me to become a more confident person. So I went from this unconfident teenager. My senior year in high school, I became obnoxiously confident. Arrogant, if you say.
I mean, you talking to one of the most confident motherfuckers on the planet. So I completely, it's like I came out the womb with this shit, Cam. I ain't gonna lie. I must have told the doctor, fuck you looking at. You know what I mean? I don't know, bro.
Did you get it from your parents? Like, where'd you get that instill that confidence from?
Man, honestly, I believe so, man. I got it from my tribe, if you will. Like, cause I'm the baby of the family.
Okay.
So like when my confidence kind of came from the aspect of I was kind of pushed into everything. And, basically like when you throw a child in there, like just swim.
Yeah.
That was me as a kid. Like when it came time to do anything to fit in with everybody, all my big cousins, my siblings, I just had to do it. Even if I was scared to do it, I just like, fuck it, I'm just do it because I don't want to be left on the porch.
You know what fear is?
A
feeling.
Okay.
Feelings don't matter.
No, that's real. So that's what I'm saying. My confidence and lack of fear, if you will, comes from the fact of all through my childhood, I was always the one there. I was like, yeah, John, do your little dance, make everybody laugh. And I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing my little dance. So that confidence kind of came from those types of things. And then, I don't know, man, by the time puberty hit, you couldn't tell me nothing. You know what I mean? I don't know what the hell happened. And this coming from an individual, I didn't grow up with, my parents having money to dress me in the best stuff or none of that. So I'm oozing with confidence, not the best dressed or, you know what I'm saying, and none of that. But even the guys who was dressed nice, I was like, you can't fuck with me. Like, you got the clothes, but you can't fuck with me.
Yeah.
So that's just how I always been. So honestly, I don't know, man. I just think this confidence is ordained from the Most High. You know what I'm saying? I just think God was just like, you know what, boy?
You deserve it.
Yeah, because, and I'm going to say I've always been confident, but I always didn't have the mentality to back up my confidence stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So,
that comes with age.
Right. You know what I mean? So I just, just the mentality didn't come with it. I was kind of, that's what I call arrogant. When you cocky with nothing.
Nothing to show for.
Nothing to show for. That's arrogant for me. You know what I mean?
But empty cockiness.
Yeah, but when you got some shit to, be proud of. But you said it earlier though, Cam. We all got something to be proud of because you.
Yeah.
You should feel like you the best. You awesome. You know what I mean? You great. So everybody should have something to be, confident about.
Exactly. So as I'm walking to the gym every day, I'm like becoming that more confident person, being cocky. And I realize like going into the ring, I'd be fighting these dudes because I had the thought process of, because I'm about 200 pounds.
Okay.
But if I moved up a couple pounds, I'll fight super heavyweight. So I'm fighting dudes like 260, 270.
That's where that 201 plus come from, huh?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They just get big as they can.
Yeah.
I fought a dude who was 6'11" once, like athletic 6'11".
Vladimir Klitschko out that motherfucker.
They get big.
Yeah.
Now, I walk into the ring with the confidence like I'm supposed to win.
Right.
Like there's 3 of us in the ring. It's me, you, and the ref.
Right.
One of us got to win, one of us got to lose.
And I love that, just that warrior mentality, like to box or any type of combat sport that you have to get into.
Yeah, and the thing is,
gotta win.
And we go into the ring, I'm not just a better fighter than you.
Okay.
I'm a better person.
I heard that.
I'm a better father. I don't even got kids. I'm a better lover.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm a better cousin. I'm better in life than you are.
Yeah.
Why? Because you didn't make the sacrifice that I make. Mm-hmm. When I was walking the gym every day, you wasn't doing that.
I heard that.
I don't know what you were doing, but definitely wasn't that.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
You caught a ride.
I did everything in my power to get to the gym.
Yeah.
You think I'm gonna let you beat me?
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how much muscles you got. Also, muscles require oxygen. Yeah. After the first round, you're gonna be tired.
That's for all the big guys out there. You know what I'm saying? You Bradley Martin type motherfuckers. You think just because you 260, 270 that you're gonna win a fight? Hell no, boy, you're stiff.
Yeah, and I'm gonna run from you though. There's no like first round, I'll just run.
Yeah.
I'll run till you get tired. Second round, I'm gonna beat you though. Third round, you ain't gonna have nothing left.
And and I'm glad you went into that. Did you? Because you have plenty of wins. You know what I mean? The most successful boxer in USA history. Did you come up with an equation for your bouts? Like, okay, I know, like the equation you just gave.
Yeah.
Or the recipe. I'm gonna get you tired this round. Do this round. Did you come up with that?
Yeah, that was the whole plan.
Gotcha.
And my style was, people say boxing's hit and don't get hit.
Yeah.
My style is don't get hit, and if it's not too inconvenient, I might hit you. I ain't worried. Like if you don't hit me, you can't win.
Right. No, that's real. That's real.
So I took that with confidence and won nationals in 2008, 2009, 2010.
Yeah.
And then 2011 and 2012 won the U.S. Olympic trials. So went back to the trials, qualified for the trials.
Yeah.
ran through the trials easily, and then went to Azerbaijan for international competition.
Yeah.
Left the country, forgot to tell the drug test people. They showed up to give me a random drug test at my house in Lenexa. I was out the country fighting in the tournament. You get drug tested to compete in.
Okay. Okay.
Missed drug test is a positive drug test.
Yeah.
I got suspended for a positive drug test.
And did you feel like that was your moment? Like that you was going to accomplish that goal that you set out for?
Yeah.
As far as winning the Olympics?
Yeah.
Heard that?
And actually, the goal wasn't even win the Olympics. The goal was to get to the Olympics. I don't care about winning.
Yeah.
That Olympian title is better than any degree that you can get.
Yeah.
Like if you have an associate's degree and I'm an Olympian and we go for the same marketing job, who you think gonna get it?
You? Yeah. And now we could go into it because if I don't break it up now, I'm gonna forget. It was something that, I'm on your Instagram and I'm doing my due diligence. And you when I heard you say it, bro, I immediately put it in my notes when you talked about athlete privilege. For, the young men and young women, mostly the young men, I want y'all to take heed to what, this gentleman talked about, because I've never heard nobody use it in this way before and break it down the way he break it down. So break down athlete privilege for us, please.
And it also works for females too.
It also works for females, especially with all this NIL money going around for females too. I'm sorry, ladies. My bad.
Yeah, it's so think about back in school.
Okay.
Think about that one major athlete. Right? He's a great athlete, and then he got in trouble. Oh, was that you?
Hell yeah! You see I'm straightening my shit up.
Okay, I see you.
Yeah,
all right, what happens when you get in trouble the day of a game?
Oh, Coach Budden, let me look. I'm sorry, Coach Budden. Let me tell you how Coach Budden to pimp it. Because on game day I wasn't doing nothing. Fridays, I'm coming to school. I got my headphones on. I got my Gatorade. I ain't doing no work. I'm just sitting in the back of class like this. The teachers, Mr. Little, if you're not going to do anything, you need to leave. Coach Budden, it was game day. Coach Budden, I get in trouble. Man, come on down to my room. I was sitting in the back of his room damn near the whole day. So it is
so
athlete privilege.
That's athlete privilege.
Yeah, yes, sir.
You get special treatment.
Yes, sir.
I realize that if I'm a national champion, if I'm an Olympian, I get into doors.
Yes, sir.
I sit at tables.
Yes, sir.
That I don't deserve to sit at.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that I'm just good at a sport.
Yeah.
I'm in meetings. I get into doors that I shouldn't be in because I'm good at a sport. That's athlete privilege.
Athlete privilege.
The thing about athlete privilege, it only works while you're an athlete.
That's right.
The second you retire, your relevancy dries up faster than the sweat on your jersey from your last game. Because after 2012, I was like, all right, forget the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like after I got kicked off the Olympic team, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing stand-up comedy. I'm gonna go a different path.
Yeah.
So I started doing stand-up, started performing, and I hit up because I'm always like on the news. So I hit up the people in the news station like, yo, I'm doing comedy now. Can I get a segment? Talk about it? And they're like, but you're not the number one boxer anymore. I was like, well, what do you mean?
You don't remember me?
You don't remember me?
Can, baby.
And then all the gyms that I was going to for free started charging me memberships.
Oh, y'all dirty for that.
Oh
no, y'all dirty for that.
Again,
but it's real though.
I started to see in 2012 all of my athlete privilege left.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I dropped out of school for boxing, and I'm not a school type of dude.
Right.
I'm not that guy.
Me neither.
It's not for everybody.
No,
and
damn sure wasn't for me.
The fact that people who are going to die with college debt are still telling their kids to go to college.
It's
I think
crazy.
It's nuts.
Yeah, it's crazy.
But that's not why I'm here. So I 2012, I realized my athlete privilege was gone. I was sad. I was beating myself up. And I was like, okay, I got to box. It's my path. So I got to return to boxing to get that athlete privilege again.
Yeah.
But when I return to boxing, I'm going to use it as a pedestal as a launch pad to get me to another level.
So do this for me. Just for the young man and the young woman that's gonna watch this, you know what I mean? And they athletes right now, they the shit in high school, they finna go to college, or they shit in college, pro. What advice would you give to the young athlete about using their athletic privilege?
Ooh, first thing, don't identify as an athlete.
Okay.
I see downfall of so many human beings where I don't even call them athletes. The human beings that they think they're athletes, and as soon as their sport is over, they have nothing left to offer in life. There's so many people.
No, that's real. We see that with our favorite athletes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? From the, who at the pinnacle of, athleticism.
I love seeing the Cam Newton doing his podcast. I love seeing athletes do different things.
Yes, sir.
Stepping outside of their area. But in 2012, I was beating myself up. I was trying to get back in the gym. I'd work out for a few days. I'd fall off because I gained 70 pounds.
Okay,
overnight.
got you.
Felt like overnight. So I work out for a few days, fall off. Work out for a few days, fall off. And then I realized I was beating myself up about something. And I was like I'm an idiot or whatever, something like that. And I thought about the difference between me in 2012 and me in 2006 walking to high school.
Okay.
One of us liked me.
I heard that. Man, I heard that, bro.
And I would see, because the thing I said about the speed bag,
Yep.
I say it obnoxiously in all gyms. Anytime I see someone hitting the speed bag, I just point out why I think it's stupid.
Yeah.
They can't rebuttal.
I ain't heard no good rebuttal. I thought I love boxing.
Oh,
Another one
they're gonna say is it works on your back muscles. That's an inefficient way to work on your back muscles.
Yeah.
If it's for hand-eye coordination, take 3 tennis balls and juggle it. If you get good at that, juggle it off of a wall. That's hand-eye coordination.
And I ain't never had that, bro, because I can never fucking juggle. And like, you know what I mean? I always wanted to be able to just, get my shit on. You know what I mean?
Little practice.
Yeah, I never practice, y'all, so I don't want y'all to think that I'm not a supreme athlete. You know what I mean? Because I am. You know what I mean?
But because I was obnoxious and my cockiest,
right.
I was reading comments like, "Oh, I bet he's humble now. I bet he's humble now."
Waiting on your downfall.
You got your phone on you?
Yeah, it's right here.
Look up the definition of humble.
You want me to, God damn it, you already stumped me with the 1-2 math early. You know what I'm saying? You got my viewers like, oh.
Now, before you read this, before you read the definition, think about like if you had a child, right?
Uh-huh.
Think about a child. Let's say you had an 8-year-old child.
Uh-huh.
All right, now read the definition for me.
All right, hold on. Just let me proofread real quick. Y'all research room. Hold on. Here we go. Definition of humble from the Webster Dictionary. No, this ain't Webster. This is Google. Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance.
Now, does that sound like a positive trait?
Hell no.
Would you wish that on your child?
No.
What about the second definition? Maybe that's a fluke.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on now. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I-70 classroom. You know what I'm saying? Get with it or get lost. A low social, administrative, or political rank.
That don't sound good either.
Hell no.
Okay, so I looked at the definition because people were like, "Oh, I bet he's humble now. He's humble now." And I looked up the definition of humble, and I was like, "Who the hell want to be humble?
Who the hell want to be humble?" Not Jonathan. See, I knew it. Everybody, just be humble, John. No, damn that. I ain't never looked up the definition.
Being humble is basically pretending you can't do it.
There we go. Damn, being humble.
If you look at the reason why the word humility and humiliate sound like the same word is because they are.
Okay.
Same Latin root word, lowly.
Yeah.
So when you say you're humble, you're low. So let's say, John, you killing it in life, right? Mm. Great podcast, mad numbers, selling ads, you making millions.
Oh, it's coming, bitch.
It's coming.
It's coming, bitch.
But then you run into Esai, who's not doing too well, right? He's not doing many podcasts, right?
Yeah.
And he's struggling. He's not paying his bills. When you show up and you see him, you're not gonna be like, "Yo, I'm killing it." What you gonna do? You lower yourself down to where he is.
Yeah, sir.
If we continuously lower ourselves down to the lowest common denominator in the room, we're doomed to be a depressed society.
That's right. I like that.
And so I decided to throw away the idea of being humble. So when I returned to boxing, I was like, I'm not being humble.
Yeah.
Changed my last name to Awesome. First thing.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, because y'all know Jonathan is one of the best in this interview space. I just let the conversation roll. Changing the name, okay? When you went to change your name, okay, what was the, like you was sitting in the crib one day, first and foremost, do you know anybody who's ever changed their name?
Not personally.
Personally, right.
Yeah.
So what made, like, what moment was you like, I'm gonna change my damn name?
I think I'm awesome.
Okay.
And it's one of my favorite words. Also, I would wear the word awesome on these trunks. I used to wear pink trunks, say awesome in the back, and I heart boobs in the front. Breast cancer awareness.
Shout out.
They didn't like that I wore the word awesome on there because it's not my name.
Okay.
And I was like, cool, I can make that my name. But I'm not just going to make that my name. I'm going to change my first name to Doctor. Then I found out you can't do that. You can't change your name to Doctor or King.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, that's some shit. What if somebody name? But can you be named King though?
No. You can't name yourself King. Or you can't name your child King.
Well, it won't be their legal name.
Yeah, it can't be the legal name.
Right. I got you.
And I had the foresight to know if I change my last name to Awesome, you should have a middle initial.
Yeah.
So I had to change my name was Lenroy Cameron Thompson.
Okay.
So I changed my first name to Cam. Everyone called me Cameron anyway, so it was easy, Cam. Last name was Awesome, and I want to be Cam Fossum.
Okay.
And I was like, that's a little inappropriate. I had the foresight to know I'm a role model, be talking at schools.
Absolutely.
So I'm Cam F Awesome. I changed my middle name just to the letter F.
Okay. And then who did you go to? Like what office bureau?
Oh, City Hall. You could go to City Hall. It's like $200, bro.
Okay, you all right?
Same process when a woman get married, change her last name.
Yeah,
and
I wouldn't.
Back like 20, like I was 23. I ain't own no property.
Yeah,
it was easy. Just my passport, my license. It was easy.
You miss your old name sometimes though?
Nah, never.
Don't nobody ever call your old name. You sit around name. Like I like
name.
how you did that, black man.
Hey,
I like it. So like how you did that, black man. Yeah, because I have the whitest name ever.
What was the last name?
My last name is, my name is Jonathan Little. Goddamn me, dude. I
like John. Oh,
I love it. I love my name. Shout out to the white dude who made it. You know what I mean? You own my granddaddy and them, my great granddaddy and them. But
see, and that's, I feel like we need to go a little deeper on that. So even the idea of changing your name, like, so Mexicans, they have quinceañeras.
Yeah.
And like Jewish people, they have the bar mitzvah.
Yep.
It's to symbolize when someone's coming of age.
Right.
So when does your uncle stop treating you like 17-year-old John and start treating you like a grown man?
Once you get some coochie? Uncle be like, boy, all right. It's time you start paying some bills around here. Well, yeah. But no, you're right. I'm being facetious, but you're right.
So I think like when I changed my name, it allowed me the opportunity to reintroduce myself to everyone who got to know me.
I heard that.
Even if you knew me before, you ain't know me.
Yeah, you ain't know
me. You gonna understand who I am now. You're gonna respect my new boundaries.
Yeah.
There's certain things I'm not going to tolerate.
Yeah. And
I had that opportunity to do that. Now, you don't have to change your last name to Awesome, but if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right.
And man, it's crazy that your thinking was there, because you said you was 23.
Yeah.
The stuff you saying, I didn't start picking up on that. And everybody, as men, we all develop differently up here. You know what I mean? The stuff you saying, I started latching on to a couple years ago. You know what I mean? So it's just amazing at 23, you was already thinking like that, because, boy, I wasn't thinking nothing at 23.
Hey, I was spending a lot of dumb stuff in at 23.
Okay, got you. That's real. Okay. And then you say you never miss your name. Let me ask you this. When you first switched it, did you have to deal with individuals who didn't respect the fact that you legally changed your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone in my family.
Uh-huh.
My mama didn't click like on Facebook. That's where she found out.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was going to ask her.
Yeah.
I knew what her answer was.
Yeah.
We gonna ask for forgiveness.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It might be just family. Some people, they find out I changed my last name to Awesome, they get annoyed. You can tell, and I just like that off the bat because I know I'm not gonna like you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got you.
Yeah, we don't have to waste time. You know my name. You ain't like it. Cool. I don't like you.
And that's dope. Like, because you get to judge that person immediately. You ain't got to waste no time. Oh yeah, I'm going over here now.
You know how many billions of people are on this planet? I can't talk to everybody.
Yeah.
Why am I talking to somebody I don't like twice?
So a person come up to you and be like, "So, why'd you change your name?" You immediately go, "Yeah."
No, but some out of curiosity, yeah, sure.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, but if you're like, oh, you need attention, I'm like, yes, I do.
Yeah.
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 Attention's a currency.
Yeah.
I'm building a career. When I returned to boxing, for me, because I got into boxing, the boxing club, PAL, I started at, on the van that used to pick us up to go to fights, it would say, keeping kids in playgrounds and out of prisons. It was a youth prevention program.
Yep.
It was to get me out the hood.
Yep.
I used boxing to get me out the hood. Ain't nobody say I had to fight the whole time.
Yeah.
So my goal was to return to boxing. I'm going to do my comedy. I'm going to MC events. I'm going to do speaking events. I'm going to build my career. And I'm going to continue to box, not for boxing, for the credibility it will provide me.
Got you.
I fell into the opportunity where Netflix decided to do a documentary on me.
And it's crazy that you say that, brother, because, and I was telling Eastside this when he was like, man, we should get Cam on. I remember watching that documentary, bro. I love boxing, obviously. I remember watching that documentary. So the fact that you're sitting across from me now, it just show how life comes full circle. Because I remember watching that documentary, on Netflix and shit when I was coming up. You know what I mean? But let me ask you this, Cam. Because you've done a lot post boxing. You know what I mean? When you sat down with me, we talked about boxing, but I didn't want to just speak on that because you do so much more. You know what I mean? One thing I want to ask you about is public speaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When did you decide to get into public speaking? Because I'm intrigued by public speaking. When did you decide to get into public speaking?
So I had the opportunity to move to Kansas City because a dude named John Brown.
Coach, right?
Yeah, Coach John Brown.
Shout out to Coach John Brown.
Maybe.
Okay, my damn. You know what I'm saying? My bad. See, that's what happened with John. We trying to be the good guy and shit.
All the Johns. But he brought me out to Kansas City, and I'm blessed because of it.
Right.
Greatest opportunity I've gotten in my life.
Okay.
Because he brought me out here, said he would coach me. I get to travel everywhere for free, do all the coaching for free, equipment for free. In exchange, I got to talk at the high schools and middle schools. I was out there with Coach Leo doing that. And I realized I had to bring in the gloves and do a whole boxing tutorial, take over the gym class for the entire day. And I realized if I could talk for 45 minutes, I don't got to do the whole glove thing and deal with kids with the gloves. It's just a lot.
Yeah.
And after a while, I was like, because I was doing stand-up comedy starting in 2012.
Okay.
And it's hard to get stage time.
Okay.
And 1 + 2 = 3. Me plus stage time equals better comic.
And the 2 is what is the grind.
The grind.
I'm getting it, y'all. Y'all remember I fucked up the equation earlier. I got it now.
Ain't remedial no more.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shout out to my teacher, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out because yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
But so yeah, man. So you know what I mean? You get into it. How does one get into speaking at a, like, you know what I'm saying? Because can't know anybody just say, oh, damn, I want to go talk with the.
The thing is, yes, everybody can.
Oh, word?
It's the equation.
Okay.
1 + 2 = 3. You plus getting stage time.
Yeah.
Better speaker. So my plan, like with boxing, the reason why I was able to excel in boxing is I figured out that equation. If John, if you got 100 fights,
Okay.
and I
do got like
he out in these streets.
In the streets of St. Louis, I've lost 4 fights in my life. I was whooping ass out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it gangster now. Everybody, you know what I mean?
I like that you ain't undefeated in the streets.
Nah, because I feel like, listen, I'm gonna put it out there. If you undefeated in the streets, you didn't fight enough. That's just how I feel. I got the first fight I ever had, dude whooped my ass. He did. Fairground Park. He whooped my ass. He did. He beat me up in front of my mama now, cuz. That shit was nutty, bro. Bust my lip. Then the family scolded me, Cam.
You know, you can't take no,
you can't take no L in the black community because now everybody talking about you. Yeah. Then you can't get tough with nobody in the hood, and you should have did it. You should have did that. You know, you should have did that to bro at the park. You know, he whooped my ass. He did it. You know what I mean? I got him back.
Hey, you better chill before I call that boy. Come over, whoop your ass.
Nah. Because look, Cam, one thing about it, I missed the get back. I got my get back. I whooped his ass next time we fought. Because I ain't the type to lose, and that's it. You know, thank God I only lost 4. If you beat me, hell yeah, we fighting. The next time I see you, you know what I mean?
On site.
It's on site. He thought he was finna get the timid John. No, I want to fight again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Tore his ass up out there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah,
I took a big L in 9th grade. I don't remember her name.
Her name?
Bro.
Big Brenda. I know it was.
Bro, it was a big girl too.
I know it was a big girl. I know it was. They the only ones who could beat up high school boys. Big girl.
Yeah, she was a big girl.
Big Brenda got you?
Yeah, she got me, bro.
You called her big, didn't you?
No, I ain't had nothing to do with this girl. But anyway, I lost that fight. And what's worse about it wasn't even the bullying at school.
Okay.
You get home, hey boy, you better wash the dishes before I get Big Brenda to kick your ass again.
That's what I'm saying. You can't take no L in the black community. There's no pat on the back. No, you got your ass whooped. Yeah.
Hey man, I've been training. I got like 400 fights under my belt. I'm ready for that chick now.
Yeah, ready for her.
Yeah, where's she at?
No, I feel that. It's smoke when we see you, Big Brenda. No, don't try to. Nah, I'm a saved woman. Now I don't want to hear nothing about that.
So like, let's say you have 100 fights though, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I have 6 fights.
Okay.
And we fight. Who do you think gonna win? We the same age, same weight, everything.
The one with the most fights?
Okay. So my plan with boxing, 1 + 2 = 3, me plus more fights than everybody else equals easy boxing.
Okay.
So my first 100 fights was rough.
Right.
After that, it got a lot easier.
Right.
I became so comfortable. I would wrap my own hands, fight myself. I fought so much, I would wrap my own hands, warm myself up, and just find a random person to work my corner. Because it meant nothing to me.
Right.
So because most people don't fight this much, I'm so numb to it. The biggest night of your life is just a Friday for me.
Yeah, I heard that.
And it allowed me to become more experienced. So when I got into speaking, when I got into comedy, I realized me plus stage time equals better speaker.
Right.
The more reps you do, the more you can be obsessed with something, the better you'll be.
I like that.
And so my thing was like, all right, I'm gonna speak. So I started doing stand-up comedy, and it don't pay.
Okay.
And I was like, cool. I was a broke athlete, not about to be broke performer.
Okay.
So I pivoted, and I realized like speaking at these schools, I would do like 5-6 minutes of my comedy material at the end of the speech just to get more stage time. Students like that more than the actual speech.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, if I can just make the whole 45-hour funny, I got something.
Got you.
So I started doing that at the gyms, and it got so good where I was like, all right, I deserve a full performance. I want a full school assembly. Instead of doing the same 45-minute speech 7 times in a day, I'm doing it once in front of everybody in the school.
And now that's what I'm saying. So, and then do you have to present something to the school to get in to do those types of things, or do you need a connection, like somebody at the school know you?
So, and I coaches, I help coach speakers to become speakers as well.
Gotcha.
So sliding them DMs.
Yeah, absolutely.
I talk like, so my way of getting in is I was going to all these schools and I was taking over the gym class. I became dope. Being dope is undeniable.
Got you.
Like there's a lot of people, like the reason why it's not arrogance is because I got it.
I got it. No, I'm with you, because John got it. For sure that. Yeah, go ahead.
And so I was so good at the schools where I would go to one school, I would do over the gym class, and I would ask for a testimonial from the principal. I take that testimony, I go to another school. I want a school full assembly.
Yes.
School-wide assembly. I do that, I kill it. I get testimonials from all the teachers, everybody, and continue to build that way. Problem was I spoke so much in Kansas City that I became known as the free speaker. And when it was time, when I was dope, and I'm like, all right, time to pay me, they're like, no, you're the free speaker.
Yeah.
If you want to be an expert, you got to leave town.
Okay.
Don't nobody gonna respect you where you from.
I'm out here in KC for that reason. That wasn't my purpose, but I see what you mean.
Yeah,
because I'm not
no
from
shade,
here.
No shade, because like if let's say a school had like got the bag to hire a speaker, wouldn't you want to hire someone you never had access to that you don't normally see, so you get them from out of town?
Right, that's right.
I'm here in town. You can get me anytime. You don't throw the bag at me. So what I realized, if everyone thinks like that, someone's gonna throw me the bag because I'm from out of town.
Right.
There's more towns that I'm not from than I am from.
That's right.
So
yeah.
In 2016, so I was continuing to boxing. So I was awesome. Changing the last name to awesome. I became vegan.
Okay. Are you still currently vegan?
Still vegan.
Gotcha.
I would speak at vegan events, these veg fests. They had them all over the country, and I realized like they had the first one in Kansas City, and someone called me up. Was like, hey, do you want to MC it? I said, of course I will.
Yeah.
I hung up the phone. I called someone up. I said, hey, what does an MC do? I'm gonna say yes to everything.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I like that.
Say yes to all opportunities.
That's what I'm on for 2024. Where I'm just like, bro, I just want to say yes and just figure this shit out.
Say yes.
Not everything, because
not give my consent everywhere.
Yeah, not everywhere. But I feel what you're saying though. No, that's real.
Yeah. So with the way I looked at the Veg Fest was after I figured out I just bring speakers on stage for the entire day, and I'm on stage the entire day. I'm interacting with the audience, and I thought, okay, stage time makes me better. This is 8 hours.
Right.
Do you know how much better I get if I'm on stage for 8 hours?
Yeah.
That's so many 45-minute speeches. So I decided I did that one, and I started doing all the Veg Fest. I had the best price. Doing it for free. Why? Because I'm not good, but I'm going to get dope.
Yeah.
And so I was emceeing Veg Fest every weekend, and if I go to a city to do a Veg Fest, a lot of people know I'm there because I'm emceeing it.
Right.
Reach out to the comedy club. Hey, I know you don't care about how funny I am, but you care about how many tickets I can sell. Your boy can sell tickets. So before comedy, I reach out to schools. Hey, I'm in town. They're already paying for me to be out here. I can waive my travel fee. Boom, I'm speaking at schools.
Oh, that boy gorilla hustling. Hold on, wait a minute. You know
I'm here for it,
yes,
man.
Sir. That boy out here hustling.
I'm here
he
for
pop
it.
into the town just to speak at the schools. No, we pulling up to the comedy joint too. 2 bags and one. Yeah, boy, Cam, I'm gonna have to holler at you, man.
Hey,
I'm good at this speaking shit too. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to. As a matter of fact, before we get off it, because me being from St. Louis, I must ask the question: Is this some chicken in public speaking?
Oh, if you're at a funeral, you would most likely rather be in the casket than at the podium.
Okay.
Because speaking is the greatest fear.
Okay, got you. I hear that.
People pay for fears. And again, fear's a feeling.
I like this.
It ain't real.
I like what's going on here. You know what I mean?
My plan was I was doing that every year, winning nationals every year, because again, one, you win nationals, you get health insurance.
Okay.
Because America's the Hunger Games.
Got you.
All right. So number 1 in the country, performing comedy, doing emceeing, speaking.
Yep.
And then winning nationals every year. 2016, I win the Olympic trials again. That's Netflix, spoiler alert.
Yep.
But I lost an international competition, didn't get to go to Rio.
Okay, got you.
So then I made a tweet. It was July 4th. I lost in Argentina. I made a tweet. I said, never forget it. Lost my fight today. My Olympic run is over. Time to reinvent myself. 1 for each Olympics I lost at.
Okay.
Consciously. Reinvent myself. See what's next for me. It may not be boxing. I knew it wasn't boxing. I knew it was speaking. But if I were to tell people I want to retire from boxing to go speak, people would look at me like I'm crazy because they think the only way you can make money is fighting.
I hear that.
And I think, so for every $100 the fighter makes, somebody makes 10,000.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a fighter in that equation. You don't get to control your schedule. You don't get to choose who you fight. And most boxers got jobs.
Yeah. I heard that.
So in my mind, I'm going to go my own route. I'm going to bet on myself. So what I did, I came back to the States after losing. I bought a van, and I bought a Dodge Sprinter, lived in that bitch for 3 years. Because you give me the bag if I'm from out of town.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't got to pay for hotels, flights, or car rentals because I'm living in my van.
Got you.
And it allowed me to travel around the country and speak 200 times a year.
And then when you speaking, bro, like, even going just to speak anywhere, like, do you have to come with a certain, you know what I mean? Like, how do you, I guess I'm trying to figure out how I'm trying to ask. Like, do you have to come with a certain niche or like, you know?
Yeah, well, you need a topic that you speak on. The first thing I like to tell people is like, I want to get into speaking. I'm like, cool. Who should listen to you?
Okay, right.
And why?
Yeah.
Who should listen to you? Why?
Yeah.
Well, I know For one, like schools, like when I speak at schools, kids should listen to me. Why? Because I was in their seats. I've been talking about confidence, talking about resilience, talking about goal setting.
Yep.
I do corporate events. You should listen to me. Why? Because I'm a diversity consultant.
It's in my yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So I was captain of the Team USA.
Okay.
So that means like if I was number one in this country, we go to other countries, fight their number one boxers.
Yeah.
So it's my job as captain. I will find the do's and don'ts about the country, relay the message to my 10 teammates so we don't make ourselves look like idiots.
Oh, so you was a liaison, basically. Goddamn me. I hope I used that right.
Yeah, I hope you did too.
I did. I
agree.
I hope I used okay.
I agree. And I learned so much about every country and different cultures and interacting with different cultures. And I put my foot in my mouth so many times.
Got you.
That I now talk about cultural communication within the workplace.
And just break that down, because I mean, I want to talk about that. Yeah. When you go into a corporate setting, and you got to talk about culture and diversity. What does that entail? What is that like?
So I start off by just talking about simple things like stereotypes.
Okay.
Where do they stem from? Well, it stems from ignorance.
Absolutely.
Like one of the things I start, one of the interactive things I do with people is everyone in the audience will like, all right, give me, someone yell out of state. And they're like, New York. I'm like, cool. Give me some stereotypes you hear about New Yorkers.
Rude as hell.
Bro. All right. Give me California.
They bougie as hell out there in California. California people just think they better than everybody. Like, what am I give a damn about all that? You know what I'm saying?
What about Florida?
All the craziest people in the world come from Florida.
Okay,
bro.
so here's a perfect example.
Bro.
And what about Kansas, since we're here?
And you trying to get me into my market. I see what the fuck going on. I see what's going on. Okay, you trying to, you trying to get my market to. What I think about Kansas. Look, outside of Wichita, ain't shit in Kansas. So when I think of Kansas, it's like, all right, Kansas. That's it.
So I do this. Kansas. I do this with people all over the country. I do this practice, and what I talk about is just like stereotypes are based off of generations and situations.
Okay, right. Absolutely.
So one of the stereotypes I usually get for Kansas: tornadoes.
Okay, I should have said that.
But the thing is, why should you have said that? Have you seen a tornado?
I ain't seen no tornado. Hell no, I hope I don't.
I've been here for over 15 years. I haven't seen one. Yep. But the reason why people think there are tornadoes in Kansas, can you guess?
Somebody told them it was a tornado?
Who told them?
The news, yeah.
The Wizard of Oz.
Word. Oh, no, you right. I should have picked that when I thought about Kansas.
So,
I should have thought of that.
Could this be an example of the way the media can warp your perception of a place before you even go there?
Yeah, true. True indeed. Propaganda, basically.
So the only way you can actually find things out is from firsthand experience.
Hit real shit. No, I agree with that 100%.
So I even talk about like the Martin Luther King, I have a dream speech. Everybody talk about I have a dream speech. Don't nobody know what I mean.
No, that's real.
So what he was talking about was the Fair Housing Act. He had a dream that little black boys and little black girls can join with hands, little white girls and as brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
What he's alluding to was the Fair Housing Act of 1968.
I'm a history buff. I know all of these.
Which was passed 3 months after he was assassinated.
Absolutely.
This was his life dream.
Yeah, his life dream.
Now, he wanted us to live amongst each other. Mm-hmm. Problem is, we don't live amongst each other now.
Right.
Redlining. So I talk about the effects of redlining. Truth's got a whole story about redlining.
That is, for Truth, in St. Louis, our Truth is Del Mar. So like how Truth is, as far as redlining, in St. Louis is Del Mar Avenue.
Whatever city you're in, just Google the city, hit redliner, you can find out about your city.
Oh, that's a fact.
So America's first suburb was a town over from where I grew up in New York.
Okay.
So my school, we had about 400 people in our graduating class.
Yeah.
We had one white kid.
Okay.
His name was White Ryan.
White Ryan. Shout out to
White Ryan. He
was
was Spanish.
Okay. Oh, he was a light-skinned Spanish dude?
Bro, we ain't had no white people. Only white people you saw was teachers.
Yeah. Okay.
But the town over, Levittown, America's first suburb, was founded by John Levitt, the guy who basically pioneered redlining.
Yeah, some racist dude. Racist dude. Yeah.
So I just talk about different things like that in the past, and not to trigger anybody, but you could only know
it's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth.
It's the truth. And the thing is, like, I talk about that. So now, because of redlining, we're forced to live in separate areas.
Absolutely.
My parents are immigrants. When they came to America, they had to live in a certain area.
Where mom and pop's from?
Mom's from England, dad's from Trinidad.
Hey, now.
Yeah. She's a Jamaican English, though.
There we go. I'm talking about. Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. So I talk about that in the workplace, and that's cool. And I do the motivation, do keynotes.
Yeah.
And it's a great career because the cool part about boxing, I didn't really love boxing as a sport. I love dominating another man's soul.
Yeah.
Took that line from Jeremiah Graziano.
Yes, sir.
Take another man's soul. It's like when you're fighting somebody and they involuntarily exhale.
Yeah.
Out of frustration.
Oh,
that's their soul leaving their body.
I'm a former athlete myself. You know what I mean? That's why I enjoy football, because I was just naturally an aggressive young man. Like, it was something about, I'll never forget my coach, Coach Myers. He explained it to me. He was like, young man, for an hour, you could beat the hell out of this man legally. Like everybody who get right in front of you, you can beat the shit out of him within the rules for an hour. And I fell in love with it, man. That was my get down. I'm like,
He's a football guy?
Yeah. I mean, I love sports, period, but like, I just always.
I never really had cable, so I never really got into sports.
Yeah, man, because just growing up, it was just all I saw. Because luckily enough for me, my mama baby brother, Calvin, my uncle, he was young enough to when I was little, he was still in high school. Shout out my Uncle Calvin, man. Who y'all see, honestly, like I'm not bullshitting. This John persona is my uncle 2.0. And he'll tell you, my family tell you, he is who I wanted to be. Growing, he was the coolest dude in the world to me. So my demeanor, how I get down is my uncle. But he was in high school still playing sports. And we was kids at the game, sitting on mom's lap, you know, what have you. So I fell in love with sports because my uncle played football and basketball, you know what I mean? So growing up, that's all I knew was football and basketball. And then you alluded to it earlier, man, sports sports kept me out of trouble.
Yeah.
I was a, riding little kid as far as, just getting in trouble. You know what I mean? I went to juvenile detention center twice before I was in high school, you know what I mean? So I like to fight, you know what I mean?
You got out the way before it's on your record.
Hell yeah, it's been expunged. Yeah, you know what I mean? But they tend to always bring it up though I get pulled over. They always like, I see you got in a little trouble. I was 14, my man, leave me alone. That was a lot of time ago. But yeah, man, and then like just with the keynote speaking and everything, Cam, bro, like, do you love it? Do you enjoy it?
Bro,
like,
I love it so much.
Yeah.
I love it so, like, it's my number one love stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
But I do, so I'm not like a normal speaker.
Okay.
In a sense, I do the diversity stuff, but when I do my speeches, it's basically a comedy show.
Gotcha.
Because that's all I got. I'm bringing jokes. All of my jokes have morals and messages attached to it.
I like that.
But like, if someone's not entertained, they're not gonna listen. I'm not gonna. I'll take it back. I'm not listening to anything that's not entertaining.
Right.
If you boring, I'm gonna just shut you off.
I hear that.
So I want to create a style that was engaging. So just like boxing, I created my own style.
Yep.
Speaking, I also created my own style as well.
And do you have anybody, like any speakers that you are fond of? Like, do you take anything from, or do you look for motivation, advice?
Do you know who Mike Birbiglia is?
Nah.
He's a comic. He's a storyteller.
Okay.
And I realized what I have is a story, my story of boxing, that whole career. And,
Absolutely.
So I've learned to tell my story over the span of an hour. In that story, there's jokes, messages, and morals.
Gotcha.
And it's been pretty cool because the cool part about boxing was two things about boxing I loved.
Okay.
Free traveling.
Okay.
I got to go all over the world, been to over 30 countries, ain't never paid for a ticket. And the second thing I loved was the community that it has brought me, because I travel to different states, different areas. I get to talk to people, learn about the city. And like if I come to St. Louis, you gonna show me a good time.
You damn right I'm gonna show you a good time. Goddamn, we gonna get you some Chinamen, you know what I mean? Take you down to Dr. Martin Luther King, let you see the whole stroll, you know what I mean? Just see how we living down in St. Louis.
You know,
man.
I never found a Martin Luther King street that I felt safe on though.
Oh hell no. Every city in America got a Dr. Martin Luther King Boulevard. And that motherfucker's rough. It's probably the roughest street in the hell yeah. Because in St. Louis, that is the whole short was back in the day. You pull up on, Dr. Martin Luther King, you saw him out there, you know what I mean?
I like you putting some respect on his name. You throw the doctor in there.
Got to, man. Got to. I'm a history buff, you know what I'm saying? I love history, man.
You almost was able to call me doctor too, but it was
but you was trying to put just the name. You ain't go to school for your shit, Cam.
But sometimes I meet doctors and they're like, I'm a doctor of elementary art. I'm like, down.
So you ain't respecting their degree?
No, I don't respect their degree. I don't respect most degrees.
I feel that. I ain't got one, so you don't bother me none.
You just know everything somebody else know.
No, that's real.
What I respect is like individual knowledge. And what can you do with the knowledge you apply? That's the difference between intelligence and education.
Talk heavy.
Education is memorizing that there's a K in knife.
That's real. I've always felt that way about school.
Intelligence is the ability to use a knife.
Hell yeah. See what I mean? So and that goes to show is you could talk to one individual who went to school for knives, or the motherfucker who been dealing with a switchblade since he was 3.
Hey, one person I won't fight in that situation.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he know how to use that thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm around my Latino community, so I brought a switchblade. You know how they get around, you know what I'm saying?
No machetes?
You know what I'm saying? I keep them, you know what I mean?
So you also mentioned that earlier, that like you weren't the greatest student.
Right.
And this one thing I talk about in schools is I let students know that they're more than their grade.
Yeah.
Because school don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing. It don't mean a thing. And what happens is everybody has different learning styles.
Yeah.
And every 5 weeks, because I'm terrible at school. My parents not from America. They not the greats at school either. They don't know how our system works. And I get a bad grade and they just yell at me to do better. I'm like, that's not how you get better.
Yeah.
They don't really know. So every 5 weeks, I got a progress report reminding me that I was stupid.
Right.
That just kills a kid's confidence. The only thing that you have to do in life is school, like until you're 18. And you tell me I'm not good at the one thing I get to do,
Yeah, and that's the crazy part, man. Like, we just got to revisit that, you know what I'm saying, just the structure in school, because now that I'm grown, I realize, man, that shit wasn't conducive to my success. You know, how schooling is.
It's not even real life.
Yeah, bro, because now I get out here in the real world, and it's like all the things that teachers used to try to demean me for, you know, is what life is about.
Being too social. Being too social.
I used to get in trouble for being too social, bro. Can you believe this shit?
I walked up to you. You look too social.
Yeah.
I love that, man. That's who you're supposed to be.
That's what I'm talking about.
Because the world is networking.
Yeah, that's real.
Like, I'll take networking over a degree anytime.
Because I know people with 2-3 degrees, they have social anxiety, they can't talk in public.
Yeah,
I walk up to a millionaire.
Debt.
Yeah, no, that's real shit. Hey, Biden, man, help us out, man. You know, get some
Yo, actually, I don't know how I feel about that.
Go ahead.
Because people go to college to get an advantage in life.
But they went thinking that was the way to go.
Here's the thing, though.
Okay.
You went to college to get an advantage in life, John.
Yeah.
Right? I didn't go to get that advantage. So now you're walking around with that advantage. Because you went to college. I don't got that advantage. and now you want me, because I'm hustling, I'm out here working. You want me to pay my tax dollars for your mistakes?
Okay, now I'm going to flip it.
Flip it, baby.
I'm going to flip it.
Flip it.
Okay.
Flip it and reverse it.
I'm going to flip it because I can't put fault on, you know, just whatever generation, because there is a generation before us, you know what I'm saying, our parents and grandparents, college wasn't pushed. It was pushed to go get a trade.
Yeah.
Us 80s and 90s babies, you know, they told us, no, go to school. And if you don't go to school, basically we believed in the propaganda. You know what I mean?
That's not a me problem.
No, it's not. And I don't think individuals.
It's not an everybody problem, because the ones who didn't get the advantage, because there's someone who didn't go to college who had to learn on hard knocks.
Yeah.
I had to learn from my mistakes.
Yeah.
Somebody else got to learn from an education, and now you want that you made money off of. And you learn
Some don't,
from.
though. And a lot don't. A lot of people come out of school and
you
realize
signed that paper. You got bamboozled.
And there we go.
You was 18.
We was kids. We was kids.
You
was doing dumb shit at 18.
Oh, yeah. But I wasn't signing nothing. I ain't get my first credit card till I was 31. Why? Because if I don't have it, I don't deserve it.
Yeah. But I say this, though. And you spoke on it earlier. If your parents is pushing school, you going to go to school because you think this is the way I'm supposed to just whatever.
Shit, maybe your parents could bail you out.
But then again, they don't know. Especially if your parents didn't go to school like mine. They thinking, oh yeah, go to school, like, because I didn't, and go to school. Yeah. Instead of, like, they wasn't educated. Basically, the point I'm trying to make is I think it's a system. School is a system thing. United States of America, school is essential to the system and how things go.
You think that government is a system that benefits from colleges and then has students?
Hell yeah.
And then they kind of socialize students to groom them to go to college?
Yeah.
To make more money from college?
Yeah.
And be unforgivable debt?
Yes.
That doesn't sound right.
It don't sound right. And that's what I'm saying, Cam. I'm with you. I'm agreeing with you 100%. I'm agreeing with you 100%. I think we all was bamboozled. Goddamn, a whole 2 generations of motherfuckers went to college, got out of school, couldn't use their degree. It happened, man. You know what I mean?
And then those same people pushing to go to college.
No,
pushing kids to go to college. I'm going to schools. I'm like, trade. So my new speech coming, I'm talking about career choices.
Okay, gotcha.
Trade schools, like so even with coding, like back in the day, like a few years,
that's the way to go right there.
Everyone's like, truck drivers are going to lose their job to autonomous vehicles.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you better learn to code. AI's coding better than people.
No, that's real. No, that's real.
Coding schools closing down.
That's real. Truck drivers ain't going nowhere.
No, they truck drivers leaving because they're autonomous vehicles.
Oh no, that's right.
Autonomous vehicles, but AI is taking white collar jobs.
No, that's a fact, bro.
You better get into plumbing.
You better
that's
get into
gonna
plumbing.
Be there a while.
We was just talking about this at the barbershop yesterday. You know, I love to go to the barbershop, talk to the OGs.
Hey, what do they sell at barbershops now? I'm in a bar. I got locks. What do they sell at barbershops now?
What you mean, the same shit?
Okay, I was just last time I had my haircut, it was bootlegs.
They don't sell the bootlegs no more. No, that's real shit. Let me take y'all down. You know, we got a few minutes left. Take y'all down memory lane real quick. You know, I'm taking y'all into a black community barbershops, and I'm gonna say about 05, 08, something like that. Y'all good, Pops. You know, it's my dog over there. I just want to mess with Pops a little bit. Pops ain't gonna tell them I saw him in the grocery store the other day. Yeah, I saw my dog. Food? Yeah, I seen my dog in the grocery store. I was looking for some orange juice. Pops being the father figure that he is, I couldn't find no without the Pope. You know what I mean? Pops seen me and was like, John, here go the non-Pope right here. You know what I'm saying? We had everybody in the back looking at us like, how do they know each other? Mind y'all motherfucking business. When I see me and Pops
Pope
out there.
Free G's.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We out here conducting our BI. You know what I'm saying? Mind y'all business. You know what I mean? What the hell I was just talking about Cam before I started talking about seeing Pops? You remember? Don't even worry about it, bro. It's all good, man.
You was taking us down memory lane of a barbershop.
Down memory lane. Here we go. 05, barbershops. You know what I mean? You walk into the barbershop, right? You're going to be in there for a while. Now it's appointments now. Everybody got appointments. You got to make an appointment now, Cam.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it. It's fucking up the dynamic of barbershops. You got at this time, you couldn't set up an appointment. You just had to come in and sit down. And you was going to be there for a minute. Your mama drop you off. You know what I'm saying? She drop you off, go do what she going to do because she know you ain't going to be done in an hour. You get in there. In about 5-10 minutes, a bootleg man going to come in. You know, he make his rounds. He gonna come in with, you remember the old school DVD, the little CD joint from back in the day? Everybody had their CDs.
The case, yeah, the bookcase, yeah.
He would flip that joint open, DVDs, bootleg. Yeah, little bro, I got that new Finding Nemo. You know what I mean? He'll have it all for you. You know what I mean? Man, you'll get it. It'll be a white disc with a name written on it. Bad handwriting. You get it home, pop it in, you excited. You know what I'm saying? You hit the store as a young man, get your juice. You know what I mean? This one $1 will get you what you need, Cam. You walk in, get your juice.
Hey, shout out to Arizona's for still holding it down.
No, because I was drunk one night, Cam. They like $2 now. I'm like $169.
Is it the stores charging that? Because on the bottles would still say 99 cents.
No, the stores.
Just old cans?
Yeah, no, it's can, but you ain't getting it for $1 no more. Remember, it was 99 cents. Man, them good old days. You get that, some chips, and a little pastry joint, whatever pastry you like.
King size Snickers was 50 cents.
You know what I mean? You go home, pop your bootleg in, right? It's going to be people walking in front of the screen.
In the beginning. Yeah.
He trying to adjust the screen and shit. And he trying to, he doing shit like this. You may get somebody walk in between the movie, you know what I mean? He trying to hold it in between the jack. My bad, y'all. You know, yeah. I just like to do that from time to time.
There's the bootlegger. And you got cologne, because I remember
cologne. And the oils. Yeah, them good oils.
Incense.
You
get T-shirts on the pocket would say Nike or Reebok or Fila.
Or you get the T-shirt that say keep it 100. I know you remember those.
Is there another way you can keep it?
Nah, you can't keep it 99 because then you losing something.
Triple digits only.
Yeah, triple digits only. All right, man. So look, Cam, I appreciate you sitting down with me, brother. You know what I mean? Give them anything that's coming up. Matter of fact, let me do it first. You got the book out right now.
Book out, Becoming Awesome.
Becoming Awesome. You get that on Amazon?
Yep.
You can get that right now. Y'all checking it out. Y'all can get that right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This whole time the book wasn't up in here. Let me see it too, Cam. Let me do it.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Go check my dog out right now. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing but gems. We gave y'all an hour, and I didn't even want to get into too much that was in the book because I want y'all to go buy that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Go cop that.
Go leave some reviews.
Go leave some reviews.
I was talking about this the other day.
Go ahead.
I don't like people who leave 4 stars.
Okay, got you.
Like, there's people who leave 4-star reviews with something positive under.
Okay.
What they got to do for 5 stars?
That's right.
It's like, you don't deserve power.
Yeah.
Because you have a little bit of power. You can give someone 5 stars. Because there's so many business, like, I leave reviews, I only leave 5 stars.
Yeah.
If you don't deserve 5 stars, you don't get a review.
Right.
I'm going to leave a review for this place. Because there's so many small businesses and people who are trying to, build up their hustle, and you give them 4 stars?
Yeah. No, that's real. No, that's a good point. You being petty, bro.
Yeah.
But man, listen, that boy Cam, when I get some more money, bro, in this podcast, get a duration. Cause
wait till he get his money right.
Yeah, because I be getting individuals like you in, bro, and the conversation don't get good to me about an hour in, and I'm sitting there like, damn, I should have said this. But it's all good, man. I had my dog Cam F. Awesome in the building today. Listen, break it down. Where can they reach you at? Where can they get in touch with you and all of that?
At Cam F. Awesome everywhere. CamFAwesome.com. You can purchase. I autograph books from my website. So if you purchase the book from my website, I can sign it and send it to you.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, bro.
And man, hit them up for the consulting.
Yeah, consult. So keynote speaking. Still speaking at schools. Kind of phasing that out, but it's so near and dear to my heart, and it's so fulfilling that I'm always do that. Doing corporate events, speaking on resilience, goal setting, and creating a championship mindset. As a diversity consultant, I discuss cultural communication within the workplace. I MC events, and I help other speakers get their start. And I'm working on helping athletes, because a lot of Olympic athletes, we got stamps on our passport, but we broke.
Man, bro, that's what I'm saying. You have so much knowledge in regards to the fight game, post-fight game, you know what I mean, leveraging their popularity. I think you should, bro. And look, one thing I noticed, you got your own socks, my dog?
Nah. Actually, if we got time, I'll break it down.
Break it down. We got a little time. Go ahead.
So it's a company. So I changed my life into awesome. People would send me these socks. I am awesome.
Yeah.
Send me pictures of socks for years.
Yeah.
And then one day I was at a homie's house as a speaker, and he said, "Hey man, the sock lady's in my basement with my wife. You want to meet her?" And I was like, "Who?" So I went down. Laura Schmidt, she started this company, Notes to Self. She puts positive affirmation on socks and underwear because your brain is more receptive to information. Not good
underwear.
Bad.
Oh, girl, I got some shit.
Your brain's most receptive to information first thing in the morning, not positive or negative, just any information first thing in the morning.
I like that.
So she puts positive affirmation on socks. You wake up in the morning, you say, "I'm awesome." You say things to empower yourself.
Right, I love that.
But when she explained this to me that day, a light bulb went off my head. If we're most receptive to information first thing in the morning, that's when our brain is, what's the first thing we do? We check our phones.
Check our phones.
If
man.
If you watch the news, it bleeds, it
Yes,
leads.
sir.
Your timeline, the
Yes,
worst gets
sir.
shown first. So we wake up first thing in the morning, we just download negative information
Yes, sir.
ourselves. I'm big on reality. We spoke about objective reality.
Yes, sir.
You create your own reality, just like that spider. If I'm afraid, that's my reality. What you seek is what you find. It's your reticular activating system. It's a filter in your brain. Your brain takes in 40 billion with a B, 40 billion bits of information every moment. Not every second, every moment. Moment. A lot of information, a lot of moments. Like even right now, Esai in my peripheral vision, my brain could see him, but my brain doesn't allow me to see his face or facial expressions. I can just see the
Yeah,
outline.
you know you're over there.
But it's because he's not relevant to me.
Got you.
What you're looking at is relevant to you.
Got you.
What you seek is what you find. If you wake up every morning, you watch the news, and you see death and murder, you're going to see death and murder.
That's why I deleted Twitter.
If you wake up,
Too much.
if you follow on Instagram Waffle House fights,
Yeah.
what you going to see?
Waffle House fights.
If you wake up, if at night you watch murder mysteries,
Yeah.
you watch people get raped and murdered
Yeah.
right before bed. You dream about people getting raped and murdered. When you wake up in the morning, what you gonna be looking for?
Man, that's real, bro. And I need to make a change, bro, because I just, look, and we're going to get the hell out of here after
Yeah,
this.
what you seek is what you find. What are you seeking, bro?
Yeah, what you seeking? Because at the end, look, I just got into Game of Thrones over the weekend. So I just been watching a lot of death and shit the last few days, bro. Shit been fucking with my mental, you know what I'm saying? Because that shit fire. I don't know why I'm just getting into Game of Thrones. Boy, that shit good, boy. You ever watch Game of Thrones?
No, I started because I got 2 seasons in, and then they got new season out, and I forgot everything from first 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So I started all over again. Then season 4 came out. I forgot everything from first 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna get back to this. But then I realized how watching things like that, it changes your dreams, it changes your reactions to things.
Yeah.
You're creating your own reality. How much time, how much conscious effort are you putting into your reality?
Yeah, that's real.
And I'm big. I protect my energy.
Man, say that, bro.
I follow like 100 people on Instagram. I love more than 100 people.
Yeah.
But some people be posting some bullshit, and I ain't
You
got
don't see
time.
that shit.
No.
I hear that, bro.
I don't want to know anything I can't change. I don't know what's going on in the news.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on in the world. I can't change it.
Yeah.
Me knowing about it ain't gonna change nothing.
Man, I hear that, man. Now, listen. I told y'all. I'm saying last show of the year, I had to end it like this. You know what I mean? You know, with an interesting fella, most interesting man this side of the Mississippi. You know, Cam F. Awesome in the building.
Please stress the F.
You know what I'm saying? He done blessed us with, gems, and, he inspired John, because I know John, he loved his public speaking stuff, and, getting an individual like him on, I've learned so much in regards to, speaking and, possibly doing that type of thing in the future. So, once again, brother, I want to thank you for coming on, sharing your story, sharing your message. You know what I mean? This is the I-70 podcast, and this is your boy, John, you know what I'm saying? The people's champ, rookie of the year. You know what I'm saying? We wrapping up a whole year, putting snow tires on this thing, Mia. You know what I mean? We wrapping it up. We putting it in the shed, and a bunch of other stuff. All right, y'all, let's get the hell out of here. You know what I mean? I want to thank y'all. Happy New Year's to everybody. When y'all get this, it'll be the new year. You better have your ass in the gym by now. You better have your ass on your grind.
Gym's gonna be full for like.
It's gonna be full. It's gonna be full, man. It's gonna be full, and I ain't going. I'm just probably gonna go to my leasing office. But man, thank y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, and we out.